Founding Fathers ranked by aura. Not by achievements, by presence. America was not founded by paperwork. It was founded by men who could walk into a room and make other powerful men uncomfortable without saying a word. Some had intelligence. Some had vision. Some had ambition. But only a few had aura. Today we're ranking the Founding Fathers. Not by how much they contributed. Not by how patriotic they sound in textbooks. But by one thing only. Presence. Gravity. Unspoken power. Let's begin. F tier. Brilliant. Necessary. But invisible. John Jay. John Jay mattered. He helped negotiate the Treaty of Paris. He became the first Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. People respected him. People trusted him. But aura? Minimal. Rooms didn't change when he entered. Conversations didn't stop. No one went quiet. John Jay was important to history, but never dominant inside it. F tier. James Madison. James Madison designed the Constitution. Pure intellect. Pure structure. But presence? Low. He was short, quiet, soft-spoken, lethal on paper, harmless in a room. No one hesitated around Madison. No one felt pressure. He built the system. He never commanded it. F tier. D tier. Respected, but not commanding. Benjamin Rush. A signer of the Declaration. A respected doctor. A reformer. Smart. Moral. Useful. But aura? Background energy. He blended into groups. He never bent rooms around himself. Admired? Yes. Feared? Never. D tier. C tier. Ideas stronger than presence. Thomas Paine. Thomas Paine's words ignited a revolution. Common sense changed everything. But Paine himself? Low aura. In person, he irritated elites. He burned bridges. He lacked authority. People followed his ideas. Not him. Revolutionary mind. Weak personal gravity. C tier. John Adams. John Adams worked harder than almost anyone. Relentless. Driven. Brilliant. And deeply insecure. He wanted respect too badly. He argued too much. He explained too often. Aura does not explain itself. Even Adams admitted it. Washington had the grace. Franklin had the charm. I had the work. Exactly. C tier. B tier. Strong presence. Clear flaws. Alexander Hamilton. Hamilton was fast. Sharp. Dangerous. In debate, he overwhelmed opponents. In politics, he frightened rivals. But his aura was unstable. Too aggressive. Too visible. Too combustible. He created enemies effortlessly. Even among allies. Aura requires control. Hamilton had fire. He lacked restraint. B tier. Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson looked like a philosopher king. Tall, quiet, elegant, but in person, detached. He avoided confrontation. He disliked public speaking. He ruled through letters, not rooms. His aura worked at a distance, not face to face. Admired, not intimidating. B tier. Tier. This is where real aura begins. Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry did not whisper. He thundered. Give me liberty, or give me death. Was not poetry. It was a warning. When Henry spoke, crowds reacted physically. People cried. People trembled. But his aura was situational. When the speech ended, the dominance faded. Explosive presence. Limited control. Tier. Samuel Adams. Samuel Adams mastered chaos. He didn't seek the spotlight. He created pressure from the shadows. The Boston Tea Party was not an accident. It was theater. Adams knew how to move crowds without standing at the center. That is quiet aura. But he lacked universal respect. Some feared him. Others dismissed him. Powerful. Polarizing. Tier. S tier. Myth-level presence. Benjamin Franklin. Franklin never dominated with fear. He dominated with ease. He walked into European courts and made kings feel relaxed. That is harder than intimidation. He never rushed, never chased validation, never tried too hard. He joked. He listened. He waited. People leaned toward him. That is social dominance. S tier. John Hancock. Before Washington, Hancock was the celebrity. Wealthy, stylish, fearless. His massive signature on the Declaration was not vanity. It was a signal. I am not hiding. But his aura peaked early. It lacked longevity. Still undeniable. S tier. God tier. George Washington. There is no debate. Washington did not need to speak often. His presence spoke for him. When he entered a room, arguments stopped, not because people feared him, but because opposing him felt wrong. That is the rarest form of power. Washington could have become king. Many wanted him to. He refused. He gave power back. Even King George III reportedly said, "If he does that, he will be the greatest man in the world." Washington did not chase dominance. Dominance followed him. His presence held the nation together. Before it even existed. That is not leadership. That is aura sovereignty. God tier. The Founding Fathers didn't just build a nation. They bent history with presence. Because aura decides one thing. Some names live in books. Others live in rooms.